Okay, ladies and gentlemen, well, welcome to my backyard. And I'm just walking towards the cart to give an update. So there's my cart. I just pulled some plants that didn't do too well back here in the full sun. So I'm going to put them on the front porch. But I'm going to switch over to a different view to see the cutting garden. Look how much she's grown. We have some beautiful lilies in there, daylilies, some snapdragons. I have no idea what that big thing is back there, but we'll see what happens. I love my blueberry bushes. I got some pretty late this year, unfortunately, from a couple of years ago, but I bought a new one here on the right-hand side, and she's pretty prolific. She has a lot of berries on it for her first year. And I love working on flower arrangements for the pots. So I'm not a stickler where I have to, or stickler. I put the word sniffler and stickler together. But I'm not too big on knowing the name of the plants per se. I mean, I get them and I try to learn them, but I can't remember their names. But I just try to pick what's really pleasing to the eye. And I think if you're into gardening, you should do the same. This is the clematis growing up my trellis here. And as you can see, it hoops around. Got another one there. I want to put a rose bush on it. We'll see. Here goes the three sisters on the opposite side. More blueberries. Okay, so here is the herb garden. A lot of basils, thyme, lemon verbena. Dill is on steroids. Cilantro is saying I gotta get out of here and go to college. It's hilarious. Yeah, we got some collards in here this year, which is really nice. I like doing a little bit of biodiversity and putting things in with other things. Obviously, this Thai basil is ready to be picked off so it can continue growing. We got chamomile, sage, thyme back there, some chives, another parsley, some tarragon back there. That's my compost bin, which is on kind of backwards. I got it like that from the store, don't worry. So here's cucumber. And what's funny is I have to flop this thing around every time, because if you can see, there she goes. We got our first cucumber. Flowers are looking good, but they've been leaning on their side. So what I do is I pick them up and I put a stake on it so they can at least get pollinated appropriately, and I'll try to keep them off the ground. These are heirloom straight necks, straight eights. I'm sorry, and haven't seen any fruit on these yet. So we'll see. I just fertilized them. Here goes my beautiful hydrangeas that I planted today. And then there goes her big sister over there. I'll get to that later. Here, I'm going to save this area to replant some things that are in the other garden that are pretty full. Kind of went in pretty strong, so we'll see. Here is little marvel peas. And obviously I have a little bit of a glare there, but I think you could see a couple of the shoots coming up. I planted that on May 26th, and I believe it's June the 4th, yes. So pretty quick. Same with these. These are green beans, tender greens, and they really took off like within 3 days. So I'm a little late in the season. We had a lot of frost this year. Beautiful, right? I'm gonna set that sprinkler up. We'll see. Walla walla walla. Hello, walla onions. How are you? I cannot believe this is my first time planting walla onions, and in between I just did some radishes. And here are my little baby beets. I did a different one this year. This is the Merlin ones, and this is my Swiss chard, colorful one. And I planted some Swiss chard, some regular greens back there where you see the vacant hole in the dirt, because why not? Why not? Here's a little view of the backyard. All of our beautiful wild grasses, and I just put a bunch of wild seeds back there. And yeah, we already had seeds, things that were budding. Bunch of rabbits and deer back here, but we have wild blackberries, which is really exciting. I'm so super stoked about it. So over here I have another planter. Excuse all the weeds that are growing up. We're gonna pea gravel this whole area up. This is our first year living in this home, so we really had to start from scratch. This is all old farmland, and we're the first ones to cut it. So anyway, this is muskmelon here. She just started sprouting. I planted her as well on the 26th of May. We had some issues with the weather, as I said. This is a watermelon that's coming up. I don't know if you could see her. There she is. And that's a Jubilee watermelon. Can't remember which watermelon this is. I don't know where the state keeps going, but I have that one there. Oh, I think I know where it is. Nope, I don't. I can't remember which watermelon this is, but this is a Crimson Sweet. This one is growing pretty big. This one's been really good to me. I planted some Cinderella pumpkins. I haven't seen them germinate yet, so we'll see. But this is a nice little early abundance pumpkin. So I wanted just to see if I can stop paying the premium prices for those silly pumpkins at Trader Joe's. And here we go, our baby girl, sweet potato slips. We'll see. I haven't had any luck with them a few years ago, but I think this is my year. Okay, so last on the list is the steroid garden, where I planted so many tomatoes, and no one would know that I have acid reflux the way that I planted these. It's pretty funny. But I have a bunch of squash on one side, peppers, and tomatoes. I did put a couple of paste tomatoes, which are really good for sauce because it has a thicker consistency. And I did some cutting tomatoes. Let's go look at which ones we have here. We have a Amish paste tomato. I put a Better Boy in there. Of course, you gotta have a Better Boy. I have a nice cherry tomato. She's really big. She took off pretty much in the container. Cherokee Purple, which I'm truly excited about. My sister has a Paul Robeson, which is the famous singer back in civil rights time, so I'm waiting on that. I'll get it late. Who knows what'll happen. This is cute. Mr. Stripey is so adorable. I just love the name. Big beef hybrid for those wonderful cheeseburgers. Love it. Oh, here's my baby, San Marzano. I'm gonna have to get some potash and put that on her because I really feel like they thrive in that kind of acidic or at least ashy soil to make it seem like they're in Italy. Let's see which one this is. I don't know. I think that is a regular, I think that's another cherry tomato. Some of my markings got a little lost, and this is another Amish paste. And I never told you the story. I almost lost my camera. This is a cute little habanero plant. It actually has some fruit on it. It's so adorable. It's cute. Red hot chili peppers over here. She's doing good. She's starting to set fruit. Some regular bell peppers in here. Another bell pepper. Banana pepper. Who likes that? Look at this little guy here. And I say little, I mean, hey, he's a big papa. Hello. So there's a few fruit set on there. Have my little dwarf marigolds. And I luckily put another cilantro in here because I wanted to make sure the other one didn't bolt too quick. So this is Gigantor Ridiculous. And you can see in here, she's already set a bunch of fruit. She's doing really good. Her blossoms are open. I will take some of these big stems off because we got to give her some aeration. This is embarrassing, and it's sad to say, but this is and was an eggplant plant. When we mow, sometimes these mites come out of the ground, and they just went to town on that one plant. And I let him eat it. I didn't want to argue because I didn't want him to get anything else. But we have some, what is this one? Let's see, did I put, oh, a zucchini, a yellow zucchini. Oh, I broke one of the leaves here. All right, go for it, Nat. Get some aeration already. But yeah, yellow zucchini. I planted some more